YouTube creators. Chief Pat actually did very well at the first King's Cup. When he showed up here, he made it to the semifinals, got 3rd place, and earned a $7,500 prize. Now, if he loses this matchup today, the best that they could hope to do would be 5th place at $6,250 or $6,250 total. But let's see if he gets the win here. He could be on his way to the grand prize of $60,000.
Golem to tank this bowler shot here, but the bowler might actually start rolling through. The skeletons build up onto the tower, and a beautiful zap from Pat right there.
Well, we know from yesterday's gameplay that Molt sure loves playing Royal Giant. It might be one of his favorite cards. He loves playing with it. He loves playing against it. It's just a great card in the game. I don't think that Chief Pat's running it this time, though. He's got Golem instead, going for a heavy beatdown style.
Yeah, it looks like Molt is bringing out the Splash Yard, which, because of the most recent Graveyard buff, Splash Yard was brought back into the meta. It was a really popular and devastating deck if played correctly. So let's see what Molt does here.
He would really prefer to defend against a mid-sized push from Chief Pat. The Golem just can overwhelm this poor bowler. He got a nice early hit on, but let's see if he can keep the damage off so that this Graveyard can stick. Goblins in the back to defend against these skeletons. They're running around the tower left and right. Looks like they've spread out this time, and they've finished off those skellies. Cannon Cart goes down, and unfortunately it won't get much use, but Molt has got a massive push to deal with now.
Molt drops the laughing face. Chief Pat with the thumbs up. Defensive poison coming down, but I think this tower is still going to fall. That Golem does split up into Golemites, but Mega Minion Baby Dragon still pretty healthy here. Ice Wizard comes down to try to slow this attack down, see if he can keep his King Tower pretty healthy.
He dropped the laughing face, but I'm not quite sure if that was all he dropped. I think that he's in a bit of trouble here now that he's down 0-1. But can he keep this game going? Needs 1,000 damage out the left side. And I'm just being told by one of my esteemed co-casters that we actually saw Golem used by Pat in previous matches. It's one of his favorite decks, and he got the win in King's Cup 1 with it.
Yeah, so he knows what he's doing. He's comfortable with Golem. Thumbs up coming from Pat. 30 seconds left in this match. Let's see if Molt can come back from this. He has 516 on Chief Pat's left-hand tower, but a huge push coming on the right-hand side. Golem and Cannon Cart looking to steamroll this right-hand tower for Molt.
You know, Molt committed a lot on that left lane to try to get the tower down, but dueling poisons might result in Chief Pat's favor. If the tower stands there, there's nothing to shut it down. It won't even get to overtime, much less worry about the second crown that Chief Pat's about to get. All 3 baby dragons have been summoned.
3 baby dragons.
Viserys, Drogon, and what's the third? Last year's King Cup, coming in 3rd place. Very impressive finish. Might mean that he is the best creative YouTube creator, rather, in the tournament.
We'll see. Oh, beautiful tornado right there by Pat to activate the King Tower.
Starting a little slow here. Archer split up in the back, deal with that threat. But wow, Molt's playing a mirror spell. Mirrors the Goblin Barrel out the left lane and tries to go for the punish. Chief Pat's Ice Golem shuts that down, though. He's actually not too far ahead. He's got a little bit more elixir to play around with. Let's see if this Expo connects.
Oh, Skeleton Army coming down. Molt kind of playing like a bait-style deck. He's got the Goblin Barrel, he's got the Minion Horde, he's got the Skeleton Army, and the Gang. All very worthy targets of a cheap spell like Tornado or Log.
Yes, indeed, and that Fire Spirit setup from Chief Pat is going to get so much value this game. He's got Skeleton Army, Goblin Gang, Minion Horde, a mirror for any one of those cards repeated, and also Goblin Barrel to take down. I don't know if Chief Pat's going to have enough Fire Spirits this game.
Well, what do you think Molt's last card is? He's got the Electro Wizard in there. Do you think it's a big spell?
Oh, man, it's kind of hard to say. You know, this is kind of having no resemblance to any deck that I've ever seen before, so I don't really want to call it too soon.
At first, I thought it was that Bowler Mirror Rocket Furnace.
Yeah.
But Molt's playing it.
So Bowler or Furnace are viable options for sure. Yep. He's definitely going for the Swarm route here. Fire Spirits jump up and kill every single last one of those minions.
Oh, beautiful tornado right there from Pat. This Expo is going to be able to lock onto the tower, and this is going to be tons of damage. The crying face from Molt.
Tower's down. It's finished. R.I.P. Chief Pat gets the kill, man. I know I'm calling it early, but the lock from that Expo, magnificent, and the left side tower almost down to triple digits. There's not a whole lot of ways that Molt can come back from that sort of hit.
He might, well, Chief Pat did just use the log. I don't.
But he's got more elixir, he's got way more damage.
Oh,
He's playing Sparky.
Sparky, Expo.
He is playing Sparky against the meta Mauler. How anti-meta can you get beyond playing Sparky?
Sparky actually had a pretty decent win rate in CCG.
Oh, Pshaw. It was a flash in the pan. It's not a serious card. It's Chief Pat really going hard with the biggest card in the game, the 6 Elixir Sparky hitting harder than anything else.
This
Seems like it.
Yeah, this tower is going down. The Goblins get in there for a little bit of damage. I don't think Molt has enough time to come back from this. 10 seconds remain. 2 Sparkies.
Casual double Sparky game. We see this all the time, right, at full frontage?
Oh, yeah.
Victory for Chief Pat. And the misplaced rockets. Well done to him.
I see it every time I get 13